Welcome back, it's Sean. We're at the beach, in particular, the Cape May beach area. Obviously, when you come here, you definitely want to hit the beaches, but there's so many other things to do. Like wineries, shopping, and of course, ice cream, but more on that later. And don't forget mini golf. A beach trip wouldn't be complete without a little competitive game. We're going to be starting our adventure in the morning by enjoying the beach, but before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe, as we really would like to produce content that you enjoy and we love to hear back from you. So let's go start our adventure.
Hold on, one more.
That's not my vibe.
Ooh, that's a good wave.
The water's a little chilly in June. I think Andrea should try it out.
Full stop. Absolutely not.
Why not? You gotta experience it.
The sand is cold. I'm not even in the water and the sand is cold.
The Washington Street Mall is one of the most iconic things to do in Cape May. It's a pedestrian-only street that is filled with boutiques, shops, cafes, and restaurants. So let's go see what we can find. Kohr Brothers frozen custard is one of the most iconic things to do, especially on a hot day. So I'm going to try out one of their ice creams and dig in. They were founded in 1919 in Atlantic City, and ever since that point they've become a huge staple of serving frozen custard and frozen treats along the Jersey Shore. We got our orange and vanilla twist, which is their most famous flavor, and it's perfect for a beach day. Andrea and I both agreed that Kohr's was amazing, and we both got smalls, and for $6 it was a lot of ice cream, and I think the orange and vanilla was like just perfect. But we're going to explore some other shops and see what else we can check out.
I mean, there's you've got 160 different fragrances to choose
therein lies the problem.
Therein lies the fun.
A lot of fun. Bath time was super interactive. The guy loved making his own scents, which you can make your own creams, soaps, shampoo. 2 thumbs up, Andrea. There we go. Cape May is known for its quintessential Victorian architecture as well as pristine beaches. In fact, in 1976, it was named a National Historic Landmark. It has some of the oldest seawood wooden frame structures. So I can't wait to see some of this Victorian architecture that this town is known for. May was named after Cornelius Mey, who was a Dutch captain who worked for the Dutch East India Company. What's really interesting is when they named Cape May, there was a misspelling according to legend, and it was spelled M-A-Y instead of M-E-Y after the Dutch captain, and it's stuck today. If you're looking to see a lot of the old Victorian homes, there are many different options, such as like the Trolley, as well as a horse and carriage. But if you're going on foot, we would recommend first checking out the Washington Street Mall, which a lot of the shops have been converted from Victorian homes. But you could also walk down Hughes, Decatur Street, as well as Ocean Street as well, as there are a lot of homes there. But it's a must-do on our list. There are so many wineries in the Cape May region, and one of our friends and locals recommended Hawk Haven Vineyards as one of the places to taste wine and enjoy the atmosphere. So we're gonna dive in and see what they're all about. Obviously, Andrea and I had to order some wine. We got the Taste of Hawk Haven Flight, which is their most popular wines that they have here. And of course, we got some cheese, crackers, and some meat to go along with our wine. What we really love about this place is it's family owned, and they also collaborate with the dairy farm down the street where they make cheese and other milk products. So we're gonna dig in and we'll let you know how the wine and cheese taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. We're just about halfway through our wine tasting. So far, I've really enjoyed it since they're drier wines, but Andrea's looking forward to the sparkling wine, which is more of her jam, so to speak.
Yeah, baby. Whoa. Whoa.
You had more last time. It's about even.
Rude.
Cheers. Now, great thing about traveling is you just never know what the weather is going to be. And of course, it wouldn't be a deluge travel without a little rain and thunderstorm. So we are going to finish up our drinks, give Poppy her anxiety meds, and run for cover. So we'll check in at the next stop.
Since the American Revolutionary War, many have served, fought, and died to keep our flag flying. All of us here at Sunset Beach thank our veterans and those who are currently serving our great nation. Veterans, salute.
We just witnessed probably one of the most moving flag ceremonies that I've ever witnessed. Every Saturday from Memorial Day weekend till late September, if you come to Sunset Beach at 7 p.m., they have a special flag ceremony to honor veterans. Families of the veterans bring a flag that is from the casket. They read a little bit of history about the veteran, and of course they ask for a moment of silence and be respectful. And it's just very moving, especially to be at Sunset Beach. Sunset Beach, just like the name implies, is a perfect spot to see the sunset. But you may see the ship behind me right in the middle of the beach. It used to be one of 12 ships that was built during World War II, made completely of concrete. Obviously, it wasn't practical. And one of the locals in Cape May purchased the ship to make use of it as a dock for a ferry between New Jersey and Delaware. Well, what happened was there was a storm and it broke free and it ran aground, and they couldn't pull it back to the beach, so it stayed there ever since. So it's a unique feature that you can enjoy as the sun goes down. But Andrea and I have some dinner plans, so we're gonna head that way. We wanted to come over to the Delaware Bay side of the peninsula to check out the beach here, and it did not disappoint. We saw a beautiful sunset and of course a gazillion different horseshoe crabs that were living their best life, so to speak. But Harpoons on the Bay was recommended to us as a restaurant to have for dinner. We're gonna have some drinks and a delicious dinner, but we'll check back in later. One of the best ways to explore Cape May is through a trolley tour. Now they have a lot of options. They have haunted tours. They also have underground railroad, but we picked the Victorian mansions. So we're really excited to start our tour. So let's begin.
So each one is a mansion. And what do you got? You got ocean view, ocean front. And that's what you're buying. That's where the money is, the water. You go a block behind them, the price is considerably different.
The trolley tour was amazing. Our tour guides, Bill and Al, were super knowledgeable about the area. And Al is a little bit of a comedian.
It's a beauty right over here. They're all beautiful, one after the other. I always say it's like the Miss America contest. They are all beautiful.
The tour started in the historic part of Cape May, and we're actually walking down Jackson Street, which is the oldest street in Cape May. We continued the tour along the ocean. We saw houses and mansions that were built around the turn of the century by industrialists, as well as anyone that had money back in the day. And one of the houses that we saw, the Peter Shields house, which is now in, it was the model of what the houses were supposed to be built back in the day. But it was really interesting to see his house and see what the model was for Cape May. We came to Stockton's Mini Golf. Like I mentioned in the intro, beach vacation wouldn't be complete without a little competition. So the loser gets to buy ice cream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, Andrea has to buy a nice, delicious cup of ice cream for me.
No pressure, John.
Keeping the heat on, yes.
My time. It's my time. I can feel it.
Finished the front nine, and yours truly has taken the lead by 2 strokes. Oh, you know what? I'm feeling chocolate chip mint tonight. How about you, Andrea?
I'm feeling like winning is on the horizon for me.
We'll see.
Go
Stay
ahead.
tuned.
You
You're up
have to
40.
really mess up for me to win.
The mint chocolate chip is feeling
It's
great
like
already. I can taste it in my mouth.
it's an impossible, I think, for me to win at this point.
I believe that seals the win. So we pulled into the ice cream shop, and Andrea found this place called Exit Zero, which is right next door to the ice cream shop. And if you're fans of the channel, you know we like unique, really cool food and drink destination spots. And this place used to be...
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Talking about food, this is our Indian curry.
Indian curry disco fries.
Indian curry disco fries.
So cheese and curry and peppers and onions.
So it looks super delicious, but getting back to Exit Zero, it used to be a publishing company. Then they opened up a restaurant that featured Indian and Thai cuisine. So let's cheers to having a great day at the beach. And to the winner.
Such a gracious winner.
Was like an Indian twist on disco fries, and it was super delicious with the curry. Not too spicy, but spicy enough that gave you a lot of flavor. So I think Andrea and I really enjoyed the surprise visit.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. The Underground Railroad is a huge part of the Cape May history. There was a huge hub of activity around Lafayette and Franklin streets with abolitionists. And right along Lafayette Street, you can see the Harriet Tubman Museum. Harriet Tubman was a huge leader of the Underground Railroad. She worked in kitchens and for families in the Cape May area, using her money to help the Underground Railroad movement. Nearby the Harriet Tubman Museum, we have the Stephen Smith House. Stephen Smith was a freed slave, and he was played a pivotal part in the Underground Railroad. Located right across the street from the Stephen Smith House, you have the White Baptist Church. Joseph Leach frequently preached here. He was the editor of the Ocean Wave newspaper, and he would write down accounts of free slaves. Cape May has such a rich history with the Underground Railroad, and Andrea and I even learned a little bit. No matter how you experience, whether you go to the Harriet Tubman Museum or do a walking or trolleying tour, it's a must-do for Cape May. When you think of South Jersey and Cape May, you don't think about World War II relics. Well, behind me is an old lookout tower built back during the 30s and 40s to be on the lookout for German U-boats. In this area, you had Fort Miles that also had batteries and lookout towers all over this area to make sure that the Atlantic coastline and the Delaware Bay were safe. Right down from Sunset Beach and near Cape May State Park, you can find remnants of the World War II bunker. This was built to keep an eye out from German U-boats and to protect the bay and Atlantic Ocean. So it's really cool that we can explore a little bit. The Cape May Lighthouse is one of the most iconic spots to see in Cape May. During the daytime, you can walk the 199 stairs up the iron spiral staircase to get a great view of the Atlantic Ocean and the Delaware Bay. Tonight, we're going to be ascending the lighthouse to look at the sky since it's a new lunar cycle and see the stars. Well, we're almost to the top, so let's go.
Now, that guy there is electric.
Oh, okay.
It just stays on all the time.
Okay.
The bulb stays on all the time. This is the bulb that's in there. This whole picture is inside.
That tiny little bulb.
Yeah, it fascinates the heck out of me. 110 watts, okay?
Okay.
It's all about the way the lens is, magnifies it, and bang on here and there.
Do you know how long it would take manual labor to blind it? Like, would it take like a half an hour for them? No?
No, they just pull on the rope,
Yeah.
pull the weights up. Hang on. They would do it on the beginning of the ship, one of the guys. And then
Okay.
it would wind for 12 hours.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We finally made it to the top. We actually learned from one of the workers here that it's 145 feet up, about 14 stories, so we definitely got in our steps. We're about to enjoy a beautiful sunset where the Delaware Bay and the Atlantic Ocean meets, which you can kind of vaguely see a little bit of a line where the water commingles. So we're going to kind of soak that in, and then we'll see the stars. So Andrea, we found Venus.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
We
it.
didn't. Other people.
Other
did.
people found Venus. Little ditty.
Oh boy. Well, now there's no hope.
Camera is struggling as well. We just finished our experience looking up at the stars. We were able to find the Big Dipper and Venus. It was a little challenging as it was very cloudy. The fee to enter is $20 per adult, $10 per child. It can be a little bit expensive, and if it's a cloudy night, it may be not worth the fee. But Andrea and I are about to wrap up our last night in Cape May, but we'll check back in the morning. Good morning. It's our last day in Cape May, and the beach did not disappoint. Andrea's been talking about doing a beach vacation all winter long, and we were really pleased with Cape May. Our favorite spots outside of the beach were the winery, as well as the Washington Street Mall, seeing all the different shops. But you will not be disappointed if you hit up any spots that we went to on our vacation. Since this is our last day and we have Poppy with us, we're looking to spend a little extra time with Poppy as it is her vacation as well. Unfortunately, Cape May isn't really dog friendly, even though it's very family friendly. We're going to take her to a dog friendly beach and dog friendly area where we can soak up the sun, enjoy the waves, maybe even have an ice cream and turn off the camera. So until next time, keep on exploring. Welcome back, it's John, and we're at the beach, specifically. In particular. Okay. Sunset Beach, just like the name implies, is a perfect place to soak in the... I hope you got that on camera.
I don't know.